Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Asatoma Sadagami. Tamasoma Jyotirgami. Mritu Amritam Gami. O Lord, may lead us from untruth to truth, from darkness to light, and from mortality to immortality. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hari Om. Bhagavad Gita, Chapter 1, Shloka 11. Ayaneshu cha sarveshu yatha bhagam avastita bhimasmam eva virangshantu bhavabanta sarva eva cha. Tasya sanjayanayan harsham kuru vidapita mahaha simhanadam vinajo chaihe shankam dadmau pratapavam. Do you want to go word by word now, the Sanskrit?
Yes, please.
Okay. Ayaneshu
Aineshu,
cha
cha,
sarveshu
sarveshu,
yatha
yatha,
bhagam
bhagam,
avashtita
avashtita,
bhishmam
bhishmam,
eva
eva,
virak
birak,
shantu
shantu,
bhava
bhava,
anta
anta,
sarva eva hi.
sarva,
Sarva.
eva, chi,
Yeah, sarva eva hi.
sarva, eva, hi.
Tasya
Tasya,
sanja
sanja,
nayan
nayan,
harsham
harsham,
kuru
kuru,
vrida
vreda,
pita mahaha
pita, maha,
simha
simha,
nadam
nadam,
vina
veena,
dio
dio,
chai
chai,
hi.
hi,
Shakam
shankam,
dad
dad,
mau
mau,
prata
prata,
pavan.
pavan.
So my translation is for 11. Now all of you must give full support to Grandfather Bhishma, standing at your respective strategic points in the flanks of the army. 12. Then Bhishma, the great valiant grandsire of the Kuru dynasty, the grandfather of the fighters, blew his conch shell very loudly, like the song of a lion, giving Duryodhana joy. You could read your translation.
11. Therefore, while remaining in your respective positions on all fronts, all of you should undoubtedly protect Grandfather Bhishma from all sides. 12. Bhishma, the oldest and most glorious grandfather among the Kauravas, roared loudly like a lion and blew his conch, bringing joy to Duryodhana's heart.
The purport. Shloka 11. Duryodhana, after praising the prowess of Bhishma, further considered that others might think that they had been considered less important. So, in his usual diplomatic way, he tried to adjust the situation in the above words. He emphasized that Bhishma Dev was undoubtedly the greatest hero, but he was an old man, so everyone must especially think of his protection from all sides. He might become engaged in the fight, and the enemy might take advantage of his full engagement on one side. Therefore, it was important that other heroes would not leave their strategic positions and allow the enemy to break the planets. Duryodhana clearly felt that the victory of the Kurus depended on the presence of Bhishma Dev. He was confident of the full support of Bhishma Dev and Dronacharya in the battle because he knew well that they did not even speak a word when Arjuna's wife, Draupadi, in her helpless condition, had appealed to them for justice while she was being forced to strip naked in the presence of all the great generals in the assembly. Although he knew that the two generals had some sort of affection for the Pandavas, he hoped that all such affection would now be completely given up by them, as was customary during the gambling performances. 12. The grandsire of the Kuru dynasty could understand the inner meaning of the heart of his grandson Duryodhana, and out of his natural compassion for him, he tried to cheer him by blowing his conch shell very loudly, befitting his position as a lion. Indirectly, by the symbolism of the conch shell, he informed his depressed grandson Duryodhana that he had no chance of victory in the battle, because the Supreme Lord Krishna was on the other side. But still, it was his duty to conduct the fight, and no pains would be spared in their connection. Your purport?
In this shloka, Duryodhana is talking to his commander, Dronacharya. He says that all the warriors of our side should be properly placed in their respective positions. Along with this, they should all together protect Bhishma Pitama. Here, Ayanishu means in different parts of the fronts or battlefields. There's a big word here. Yathabhagamavish. I'm sorry. Yathabhagamav Ashtita.
That's the second line for Shloka 11. Yatha Bhagam Avashtita.
Yes. Means firmly standing in their respective positions. The second line after that. Bhishmam eva.
Bhishmam eva birakshantu.
Yes, means that everyone should come together and protect Bhishma Pitama because he is a commander-in-chief of the Kauruva army and his protection is important. Duryodhana has full faith in Bhishma Pitama, but he understands that Bhishma is old, so his protection is necessary. Therefore, he is instructing all the warriors to be careful in their respective positions and ensure the safety of Bhishma Pitama. Thus, Duryodhana is organizing and operating his military force efficiently so that superiority can be achieved in the war. 12. This shloka describes how the aged grandsire Bhishma of the Kauruvas blew his conch in a loud roar like a lion to boost Duryodhana's confidence and enthusiasm. Bhishma Pitama is called Kurudahata, which means the aged and venerable person of the Kuru clan. The word Pratapavan indicates his great valor and courage. The practice of blowing the conch has been an important tradition in Indian war culture, symbolizing the announcement of the start of a war and instilling enthusiasm in the armies. Bhishma Pitama's conch blowing was very loud, hearing which all the Kauruva warriors were filled with enthusiasm and courage. Bhishma's conch blowing assures Duryodhana that he stands in his support with full strength and confidence. It also indicates that Bhishma is fully prepared for the war and committed to perform his duties despite his age and his old age. Thus, it is clear from the shloka that Bhishma Pitama is not only the commander-in-chief of the Kauruva army, but his presence and actions also give morale to the army. His blowing of the conch fills the entire battlefield with new enthusiasm, and it shows the strength and determination of the Kauruva side. When we were before I asked the question, do you have any thoughts about the two you want to say? Because chapter 12 hit a little hard.
Oh, the verse?
The verse 12 hit, yeah.
Okay, so chapter 1, sloka 11. I'm going to go back my translation. Now all of you must give full support to Grandfather Bhishma, standing at your respective strategic points in the phalanx of the army. So Duryodhana, he is commanding his army to give Grandfather Bhishma full respect. Now, when I go into my explanation, it's saying that Duryodhana, he also knew that Bhishma is an old man, but we must respect that he's old, but he's also a saintly person, and he has the title of a great hero, which is my translation says, and they must protect him from all the sides. And for 12, then Bhishma, the great valiant grandsire of the Kuru dynasty, the grandfather of the fighters, blew his conch shell very loudly like the song of a lion, giving Duryodhana joy. So the reason he's giving Duryodhana joy by blowing the conch shell is to give Duryodhana confidence in the battle. But he already knew, Bhishma knew that, grandsire Bhishma knew that Shri Krishna is on the Pandavas side, and the Pandavas would win, and not the Kauravas. He knew that to himself. So he just blew his conch shell to give Duryodhana that confidence. And even though he knew they were on the enemy side, he still has to represent his army, because if he doesn't have that hope, how will his soldier, how will his army, how will Duryodhana feel? How will they feel motivated to go and fight to that battle? I mean, that's how I understand it.
And I think that's how you're understanding it is what it's saying for sure. I was putting myself in the space of the grandparent and knowing that, you know, it's a losing battle, but you're still going to encourage, you know, your loved ones and give them the strength to do what they need to do, you know, to be able to get it done. And it's kind of like you still have to go through it, even though you might know when you have an awareness of something, but it's still like the right thing to do, right? You're still going to go through. Let me see. I'm going to see if I have a good question here. So there's two that I like. It says, how does Duryodhana's immense military formation, in contrast to his anxiety, reflect the paradox of relying on external defenses? It says here, analyze the idea of being outwardly confident while harboring deep-seated fears and insecurities. I think we covered that at the last one. And this other one says, from a spiritual perspective, what does Bhishma symbolize in this chapter? And why does Duryodhana place his ultimate trust in him?
Bhishma signifies he's a leader. So a leader must put forward steps, but they're focusing on the spiritual part that we must protect. Because Duryodhana was focusing on protecting the elder. So protecting the elder and protecting the saint.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you think, I'm trying to think of, like, so in life, it's like when you know the truth and you know, like, the whole truth, it's like being a parent or being a good friend, and like you could see the outcome before the person does, but the person has a different mental state of it. Like, it's really difficult to encourage somebody. Um, I'm thinking about it, like imagine like you have a friend who might not be really great at a sport, but they think they're really good at the sport. And then
Mm-hmm.
like they're boastful about their confidence in it. And it's kind of like, are they trying to tell themselves they're that good? Like to get their confidence up? And then like at the same time, they're not great or they're not that good. And you're like, yeah, 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 you're gonna be fine. You're gonna have fun. Is what
Just give me one
yeah.
minute. Let me switch to my room because
They're asking about the same thing, about the leadership and the psychology behind it and the symbolism of it. So same thing. It's all good. Let's see and think. I'm trying to think of like, yeah, this so is Bhishma, we say grandfather, but is he related to Duryodhana, like a grandfather, or is that just the space of like the capacity he holds in the relationship?
it's the relationship. It's like how Ram and Lakshman they had their sage that trained them, Vishwamitra. So Bhishma trained Duryodhana.
So it's not blood related, but it's a relationship essence of like
Mm.
how
Mm-hmm.
he feels about him and what he thinks about him. Now there was a mention, I believe, in your translation, um, where hold on a second. It mentions here about I guess Duryodhana was confident of the full support of Bhishma Devi and Dronacharya in the battle because he well knew that they did not even speak a word when Arjuna's wife, Draupadi, in her helpless condition, had appealed to them for justice while an attempt was being made to strip her naked in the presence of all the great generals in the assembly. So
Mm-hmm.
it's did Duryodhana capture her and do that, or was it just like the Karuna whole family? Like how did that end up happening?
Okay, so that would be homework for me. I knew the Draupadi story, but to tell it to you back clearly right now on the spot, I wouldn't be able to do that in truthfulness.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna get it straight by next week, and we're going to discuss the story of Draupadi in order to be able to move on.
Okay, that's good. I watched a video. I think it was the war, not
Mm-hmm.
specifically the Bhagavad Gita, where she was captured, but I really at that
Mm-hmm.
time didn't know the whole story. I didn't know if that was the cause of the whole battle.
Um, I remembered they tried to strip her with her sari.
Mm.
The set of generals were in the courtroom, and she was praying to Shri Krishna, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. and her sari kept lengthening, so she was not stripped in the courtroom.
Mhm. Yeah, that should have told them right then and there to stop, right? Like, I go any further. All right. So that was okay. So let's go a little bit deeper into this because I don't. The fact that they did such an atrocious act, right, and that the generals were in the room. Ugh. It says here then, although he knew that the two generals had some sort of affection for the Pandavas, so that even then it kind of makes me angry because it's like the generals were there, even though they knew the Pandavas, so this was a relative of
Mm-hmm.
the Pandavas. They were consciously aware of what was happening and they were consciously aware of what they were doing, and yet they did not choose to stop or choose to defend her, right?
Yeah.
Because there's no story about the man stepping up and being a general stepping up and saying this is wrong, just out of respect.
Mm-hmm.
So fear, they must have been fearful to have done not to do that, so that let's go a little bit deeper into that is that understanding like sometimes doing the right thing is really difficult, you know. Wow. Okay. And then he said, he hoped that these generals would now completely he hoped, oh, so he was hoping that these generals would completely give up their affection for the Pandavas as they had done during the gambling performances. So he was hoping they would still not care. They would like, because I guess, okay, so what he observed was that they allowed for that to happen to Draupadi, that they were willing to like reduce their morals and values at the same time for like the Pandavas or their affection
Mm-hmm.
for the Pandavas in order to fight for him till the end.
Mm. Okay, yeah, I understand your point where you're heading. So they were nonchalant about Draupadi's um unraveling,
Mhm.
and they would not have that kind of love and compassion for the Pandavas side.
That's what he's hoping for because he says, but he also says, I guess when they've gambled together, but I don't know what the Pandavas have gambled with them.
Mm. They were gambling for Hastinapur, but I'm not sure if they were gambling for anything else other than that.
Whatever were they gambling for?
For Hastinapur, that's the land that they're fighting for, the throne.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm guessing the generals used to gamble together on the Karuva
Mm.
side.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he was saying, I guess he was saying they must have played dirty or that they were playing to win, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Not in an honest way. So he's hoping
Mm.
that they would do that in the war, right? So
Mm-hmm.
he saw them, I would say, not be good. So maybe he's hoping that they had a chance to win by not fighting fair.
Yeah. Maybe deception might come in later from what I've
Yeah,
gathered so far.
yeah,
We
that
might
would be,
see deception.
yeah, yeah. Well, we'll see because he's hoping for one thing, but I don't know if it will be good. Like I'm hoping that I don't know the story. So does the general
There's a,
change?
there's a cartoon show on Netflix, Mahabharat,
Uh-huh.
the Battle of Kurukshetra. You could watch it. It's basically a summary of the Bhagavad Gita and main highlights of the battlefield, the war.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll check it out. But this was good. I don't know if I can fight in a war knowing I would lose. I don't know if I'd want to blow that conch shell. I don't know. What do you think about you?
um, the conch shell.
To blow it to like give
I
enthusiasm, knowing.
don't have that strength to do it. But when I was reading today, the conch shell is the shell that the priest would normally blow. The name of it. The Bhagavad Gita has the name of it.
Say
The
that one
same
more
one,
time.
the same conch shell that Bhishma blew. It's the same one that priests blew. They blow during puja.
Right.
Peace and
So
Pati.
so my sister was telling us that with the conch shell that they used to do that to carry the water to pour over the lingam, the Shiva lingam, because
Mm-hmm.
that's the like so they would use that and then use it that way and pour it. And I don't know how yeah, then I guess it became significant. And
Yeah, the Hare Krishna persons in ISKCON, they also use the conch shell to bathe Shiva in not Shiva Krishna in milk and honey.
um so it is a significant instrument. It's very symbolic then.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So then that takes it to a whole nother level because he's using something. I don't know. Does that say that he's not understanding the spiritualness of the instrument that he was blowing because it's like a false hope?
yeah. It was a false hope to Duryodhana and to the army to just give them hope and courage to continue with the battle.
But he
And it
used,
was also symbolism of the start of the battle,
um,
officially on the battlefield.
wow. Hmm. Now, were both sides Hindus?
Um, I've never asked myself that question. The Pandavas and the Kauravas?
Hmm. Well, the Pandavas, I would think, because Krishna's on their side
Yeah, yeah.
and they're spiritual or like aware. I want to say more aware.
Mhm.
And I'm asking because if the shell is such a sacred symbol and has so many meanings, then if both sides are Hindus and they're aware of the symbolism of it, it is significant, definitely would raise morale. But if they weren't and he was and he used it consciously, like like I said, for false hope,
Mhm.
um, it's very deceptive.
Yeah. And to the religion, yeah.
For sure. And that's why I feel like using that like in today's there's so many people out there like preaching and teaching, and
Mm.
it's nice to have information, it's nice to understand it, but like if we're not clear about it, we should definitely dig deeper, you know, to see what feels right or what feels to be the truth.
Yeah. I find in Guyana too that people are preaching and they don't know, or maybe it's just like a mask what they're doing. But I'm only 23 and I try my best. I do my research. I get guidance from my Pandiji. But yeah, we find it that it's really prevalent here in Guyana. It's like a money making thing.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I think it would be in a lot of places that are highly or densely populated, and there's a lot of people that are doing that to either, like you said, to make the money,
Yeah. I think too it could depend on a lot of factors because some persons they may be living in a condition that they don't want to be living in, and they look for hope and they go to that planet, and the planet gives them hope, the so-called planet. So yeah, it could depend on many factors.
But that sounds exactly like what we're talking about right now. It's like false hope
Yeah,
rather than like
yeah,
like the reality of the situation, you know,
and that
and
would. I'm not cutting you. That would I'm not cutting you because sometimes I lose track of my thoughts and I get another thought. Yeah, so that would, let's say they this so-called pandit now. Let's say this is a helpless person and they're trying to improve their condition of life. The so-called pandit gives them hope, but he knows his methods won't work, but they would believe in it and they are aligned with the universe when they believe in their own self and that hope, and eventually it turns out to manifest. But in that case, it won't happen for the Kauravas.
mm, yeah,
Mm,
because they're not in alignment. Even if they believe it, they're not in alignment to it.
no, they're not spiritually aligned. So then your question comes back: were there Hindus? But some Hindus are not spiritually aligned too. So they may have been Hindus, but they are not to that
There are
level.
many Christians, I could speak on Christians that are say they're
Mm-hmm.
Christians and aren't. And I don't know many, I don't know many Muslims and I don't know many Jews, but I feel like take out the religion, right? There are that many people and everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're just not in alignment of their true self and
Mm-hmm.
their true self being their soul self, right?
Yeah.
And that just means that um they're not I when I say that I say in the sense of like when those types of people I feel like when they suffer they like to blame, excuse me, and they don't take like self responsibility of like their situation,
Yeah.
you know. And I find that and I'm myself included, like as I'm doing this journey, the more I take responsibility of my choices and the actions I'm making, I feel
Mm-hmm.
I'm more aligned of to like my true of who I am. And there's less suffering because I'm not blaming other people, you know, I'm not putting my happiness on other people, my thinking on other people. And I think that's very difficult for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I know it's difficult and it's still difficult for some situations.
It's a really nice journey. Hinduism is it's a journey because every day you discover something new, and it's so vast that you could literally pick one area and it could be divided into many sub areas for Hinduism and our
Mhm,
scriptures.
mhm.
So even just sitting down and meditating, answers come to you. You go research it, you find something about it, and it's amazing.
Mhm. I will have to send you this video. I started listening to it last night, and let me see if I can find it real quick. And
Please do. I love your videos. I watched all of them and I listened to the mantra one that you sent me. But now I have to listen to it on my headphones so I get a better experience.
yeah, they I don't because it's Hindi, I don't know like I'm learning it. I'm learning the Sanskrit. So I can pick up some things. The one that has
Mhm.
the thousand names of Lalita,
Mhm.
it's amazing because one word means so many things. So like
Mhm.
when you're hearing it in one day you can interpret it one way and another day you can interpret it a whole a whole different way. I think it's just based on where you are, but it is amazing. Let me look real quick if I could find the one, and you'll probably know the name of it. Okay. Have you heard of the Ashtavakra Gita?
Ashtakam or Ashtavakra?
Ashtavakra.
Uh-uh.
Okay, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
It's called about self-knowledge, and it's how you felt about what I said about the Davi and like how God. Okay, this one talks about that personal connection and how there is no container for like once you realize this is you can go beyond this container and connect to everything. Yeah, I think you're gonna really like it. I'll send it to you. I started listening to it and I was just
Okay.
all right. So I'm gonna also look up to see if both armies were Hindus. And then you said, did you want to look to see how the reason why Draupadi got kidnapped?
Yeah.
Okay, that'll be good. And then we could start off on next week with that. And then
Yeah.
she'll
So you have homework, I have homework.
I make you share. That'll be great. All right, so we want to close it out and
Okay. Om Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramararanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurun. I want to say a new prayer that I learned.
can you translate the last one you just said?
Oh, okay, yes. Let me say the other prayer. Om Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Lahate Griham Yat Kripatam Aham Vande Paramanandam Madhavam. Meaning of Mukam Karoti. I'll bow to Lord Mahadev, Vishnu, Krishna, the source of supreme bliss. By his grace, a mute person becomes eloquent, and a lame person is able to cross mountains. Om Vasudevam.
Thank you.
I don't think get the Vasudevam one. I have it in my Havan book. O son of Vasudev, divine word, the killer of Kamsa and Charuna, the supreme happiness of Devaki, we bow to Krishna, the Guru of the universe. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Bhagwan.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So I will see you next Wednesday at 8.
Yes.
And this works for you?
Yes.
Okay. I'll see you then. Have a great week.
You too.
Thank you.
Forget not to